Welcome friends to Music Line Online, and we are on this vocal melody for Back Together IRL. Let's have a look at the first couple of bars.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss.
So I've slowed the melody down just for a little bit while we're learning it. Obviously, thinking back to all those things that we had in the previous tutorial, posture, breathing, diction, phrasing, let's try and apply all that to what we're doing here. Looking at the pitch of the notes, you've got, I'm gonna kick up a little fuss. And on the sheet music you can see, I'm gonna kick up a little fuss. Punchy is the word here, we want it angry, but not too angry. The way I've sung the word up, I've got a little slur in my voice there. I've gone, I'm gonna kick up a little fuss. You can try that if you want, or you can sing, I'm gonna kick up a little fuss. The way I've done it is slightly more leaning towards punk, I would say. Let's have a listen to it again.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss.
Obviously the word gonna is a short version of going to, but you wouldn't say, I'm going to kick up a little fuss. When you sing kick, make sure you bring the last K of kick to the beginning of up. So you go, kick up, I'm gonna kick up a little fuss.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss.
And you see how fuss ends fairly quickly as well. I'm gonna kick up a little fuss. That bit once again.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss.
4 times.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss.
Breathe.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss.
Breathe.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss.
And more or less, exactly the same pattern applies to the next 2 bars.
About the distance between us.
But apart from, you might have noticed that these 2 notes are slightly higher than these 2 notes. So, about the distance between us. There, I've been a bit lazy with my diction, but it sort of works in the context of the song. About the distance between us. I don't know, experiment with it. If you think it sounds better, about the distance between us, put it in.
About the distance between us.
Then, you've got to be very careful with this next phrase, because you've got to get a breath in and sing all of this without stopping.
Living my life online, and it seems that sometimes we are not connecting very well.
Oh, in case you're interested, these are chords. If you're a guitarist, you can have a go at those chords if you want. So you got, living my life online, man, it seems that sometimes we are not connecting very well. Words that have more than one syllable span across more than one note. That's why they have dashes in the middle of them. Got to do it all in one breath. So huge breath before. Living my life online, man, it seems that sometimes we are not connecting very well. Next part. Same idea as the first verse, different words. Okay, I'm gonna crank up the level. So there is a little bit of a P in up. I'm gonna crank up the level and pedal down to the metal. And the word metal is almost a soft T, like a D sound, almost medal, but don't sing medal. And pedal down to the metal. There's a sort of sound. And pedal down to the metal.
I'm gonna crank up the level and pedal down to the metal.
So still keeping the attitude there. And then you've got another one of these. You have to take a huge breath before it, and you've got throw the window. Let's just play it.
Throw the window open, 'cause I got my heart pinned on the greatest
Now, if you're a musical sort of person, this is fairly similar to the first climb down, but the notes have changed slightly because it's a different chord. It's a B flat chord behind that. People who have a bit of musical training are probably going to struggle with that more than people who don't have any musical training. You've got on the greatest story we can tell. It's that slightly stirring chord sequence there. On the greatest story we can tell. Don't forget, this will be a little bit easier when we do it at full speed. Because it's slower, you've got to make your breath last longer. So let's try it together. Coming up.
Throw the window open, 'cause I got my hope pinned on the greatest story we can tell.
By the way, you don't have to copy my accent. You can sing my, not nah.
Throw the window open, 'cause I got my...
'Cause I got my hope pinned. I don't know, see what you feel comfortable with. You see what I've done with the word pinned. 'Cause I got my hope pinned on. D goes to the beginning of on, so you get don. 'Cause I got my hope pinned. 'Cause I got my hope pinned. And the little 'cause I got my hope pinned. I think that might sound better.
Throw the window open, 'cause I got my hope pinned on the greatest story we can tell.
Let's finish that verse off. There's a gap between of together and I. When we're back together, IRL. Okay, when we're back together, IRL. You have to sort of almost put a little stopper in your throat there.
When we're back together, IRL.
So let's do that bit at full speed. Verse 1 and verse 2. Let's go from 90 to 121, the native tempo. And let's roll it in after 4. 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss about the distance between us. Living my life online, and it seems that sometimes we are not connecting very well. I'm gonna crank up the level and battle down to the metal. Throw the window open, 'cause I got my hope pinned on the greatest story we can tell. When we're back together, IRL.
Make sure that you take a big breath. Remember, breathing is really important. Of course it is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna kick up a little fuss about the distance between us. Living my life online, and it seems that sometimes we are not connecting very well. I'm gonna crank up the level and battle down to the metal. Throw the window open, 'cause I got my hope pinned on the greatest story we can tell. When we're back together,